Hi guys, it's me, Skylar Capri, and today we're talking about the Bath & Body Works X Disney Princesses collection. I am so excited about this. This is part 2 to the collection that they did exactly the same time last year. We are seeing 2 of the scents from last year return, as well as 5 new fragrances. Now this video is going to be all about the body care. So if you're interested in the pricing, the fragrance notes, what the packaging looks like, this is going to be the video for you. As the products have not launched yet, this is just the early preview day. I have not been able to get into the stores to smell these. However, I am planning on going tomorrow, so we will be doing impressions videos, reviews videos, really breaking down each princess into all of their accessories and their entire collection. So this is basically kicking off the fragrances just so you guys have awareness as to what is launching tomorrow, and then we will do more in-depth, almost review style videos as everything comes out. That being said, if you're returning to my channel, welcome back, and if you're new here, welcome. We do all things body care on my channel, so if that sounds like something interesting to you, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Without further ado, let's dive right on into the video. All right, you guys, I'm going to sit on this side of the screen and put some images up right here. Now, an overview look at this collection. I think this is stunning. If you watched my video last year, I wasn't super thrilled with the packaging. I thought it looked a little bit childish, really didn't look elegant, and really wasn't giving Disney princesses individualistic. It all kind of looked kind of to me. This year, they absolutely killed it. I absolutely love this. I've been seeing the press release images really all over social media, and I am so excited about this. I'm also super excited about this because I'm a huge Disney fan. I currently have on my Walt Disney World sweatshirt. I love going to the parks. I love watching all of the movies. I'm just a Disney girl through and through, so this is just super exciting to me. We're gonna go ahead and start out with your product type breakdown. So what all product types will be available, then we'll dive into pricing, and then obviously getting into the scent notes. That's what we're all here for. So starting out with the product types that will be available, it is going to be more of a condensed release, not something that you would see is, say, there was a new signature scent coming out. So regarding the full size body care that you will get, that is the typical body care, you will be able to purchase the body wash, the body cream, and the full size fine fragrance mist. Those are kind of being your core body care product selection. When it comes to anything travel size, right now it just looks like it's going to be the mini fine fragrance mist. So if you want travel size, it's the mini fine fragrance mist. If you want full size for those more traditional body care pieces, it's going to be the body wash, body cream, and full size fine fragrance mist. Now, if you want to try some of these specialty products, it looks like they will have a diamond shimmer mist available for each of the princesses, as well as a lip gloss and a pocket bag. So I still do include those in body care, as sometimes those would be included in body care, but they're definitely more of a specialty rather than the traditional body care that I think of. So wanted to include that as well. One thing I'm not seeing is the body lotions. Doesn't look like we're going to be getting any body lotions. This was the same as last year, so that is to be expected. Now moving on to pricing. Right now on a Thursday, they are doing the kind of early members access, early members preview, and the only thing that we're seeing is the Life's a Fairy Tale, and I do quickly want to call out that Life's a Fairy Tale is different from the scent last year. So if you are purchasing that, thinking about purchasing that, keep in mind that it is a different scent from last year, and we'll dive into the scent notes in just a second. That's the only one currently available, but really good news as all the body care looks to be coupon eligible. So $18.95 or below, which I feel like is so awesome, as I know so many people want this collection. A lot of people in my comments have been saying, hey, I have all these built up rewards and I have nothing to spend it on. That makes me super excited for this collection. Last year, really none of it was coupon eligible. I think the only things that were maybe the body wash. I think everything else was that $19.95 and kind of out of coupon range. So super excited to see that they are kind of meeting customers where they have set their coupon limits. Now let's dive into the actual fragrances. We're going to go ahead and start with, I think this one's going to be my favorite. We'll maybe do like a stack ranking of which ones I think I'm going to like the best, and then I'll do my impressions and kind of re-rank them. But I think the first one's going to be my favorite, and that is going to be Aurora. Also, I absolutely love the packaging of Aurora, the pink, the bows, the font of Aurora. I just think this is so stunning. I do like the silhouette. I think the silhouette's a nice touch, but I like how much smaller it is this year as opposed to last year. So excited about this one. Now, Aurora, it says soft rose petals and sandalwood, finished with a touch of sparkling fairy dust, offer a dreamy balance of floral and gourmand notes inspired by Aurora's graceful, playful, and optimistic nature. Now, I think it's Leah Janae. I watched her video and she received some PR, and she said it was a very like fruity, rosy type of fragrance. Not too heavy on the rose, more like this fruity side, but there was a floral undertone to it. And I think this might smell quite similar to Rose Jam from Lush. That's kind of the vibe that I was getting from her. So I'm super excited about this one, as as Rose Jam from Lush is one of my all-time favorite fragrances that Lush has come out with. Super excited to see if that is somewhat similar to this, because I love the packaging, and as I have the Rose Jam shower gel, I would definitely be interested in picking up the body cream as well as the fine fragrance mist. Now, I know you're probably like, Skylar, you said you don't like the body creams, you only like the body lotions. Last night, I went over to my mom's bathroom and I was like, hey, do you have any body cream? I just feel like I'm like really dry around my knees. I put it on, it soaked right into my skin, and I was like, am I turning back into a body cream girly as opposed to a body lotion girl? I have no idea. I'm kind of all over the place. I feel like I've been testing one night the body cream, one night the body lotion, and I'm equally kind of liking both now. I feel like the body lotion is kind of just sitting more on top of the skin while the body cream is sinking in, but the body cream is a little bit thicker, so I'm feeling that extra hydration, which sometimes I need it, sometimes I don't. So I am interested in the body creams. I do want to be clear about that. Would it have to be a phenomenal scent for me to purchase it? Absolutely, because the body creams take a while for me to use and they expire quickly, so I really need to be putting all my focus into them, but I'm not totally discounting them this year as I was last year. So I do want to call that out in case you're like, hey, wait a minute, I thought you didn't like the body creams. Could possibly be interested, which is a bummer for my wallet and a bummer for me having to use them up so quickly. But that being said, super excited about Aurora nonetheless. Now, the next one we have is going to be Mulan. Mulan's packaging, I think this is going to be maybe my second favorite besides Aurora. I think this is beautiful. I love the teal. I love the pink. I love the fans. This is very tasteful to me, and I absolutely love this. It says, Magnolia Blossom and Radiant Apricot meet the freshness of fierce waters. Bold yet graceful, the scent reflects Mulan's spirit of courage, passion, and determination. Also, from Leah Janae's video, she said that this was much more of an aquatic fragrance than she originally imagined, but she said that she liked it a lot more than Ariel. Now, I did like Ariel last year. I thought it was fine, but I just thought it was missing something. So I feel like Mulan, because it has that magnolia, and I'm a huge floral fan, as well as that apricot, I feel like that would be so pretty. So I'm super excited about this one. And I mean, the packaging, I mean, come on, like this is stunning. The next one we have is going to be Rapunzel. And as soon as I saw this, I instantly thought of my sister. She is such a Rapunzel girl through and through. She loves everything to do with summer and the sun and gold and purple. Like she's a very like purple pink kind of person, while I'm more of like a blue and green type of person. So I instantly thought of her when I saw this. And Rapunzel, it says, glowing sundrop flowers and rich nectar wrapped in golden musk evoke Rapunzel's vibrant and optimistic personality. I'm actually really interested to try this. I did already start texting my sister and I'm like, hey, if I go tomorrow, like, do you want me to pick this up for you? And she was like, ooh, maybe. Like, let me know what it smells like. And she's definitely more of a vanilla gourmand type of person. But the packaging on this, the purple, the graphics, the flowers, the sun drop. I mean, this is Rapunzel. This is what people so wanted to see last year. And I honestly really wish that they will eventually come out with everything. Maybe they do a vault collection in a year or two so that we could see the repackaged version of Cinderella, of Moana, of who else did we miss? Cinderella, Moana, we had last year, Ariel, I would love to see Jasmine. Like, I would love to see what they would have done packaging-wise differently, knowing that we have this type of packaging for some of the older princesses. I think that would be absolutely phenomenal. Love Rapunzel. I definitely like a lot of the scent notes it's talking about. I'm a floral person, and like that rich nectar is in a lot of things that I like as well. So again, super excited for Rapunzel. I feel like so far we're 3 for 3 in terms of my excitement about what is coming. Now, the next one we have is going to be Snow White. Snow White, it says Mystic Red Apple. Of course, it had to be an apple fragrance. You have an apple graphic on the packaging, which looks super great against this light blue background. You also have some of those birds and woodland creatures. I think this is so perfect for Snow White. It says Mystic Red Apple and ripened fruits set against a backdrop of enchanted woods and creates a fragrance as charming and whimsical as Snow White herself. Now, I know a lot of people, Leah Janae included, I'm really talking about her a lot because she was really the only big YouTuber I saw that already had the collection. So I want to kind of incorporate her thoughts just as kind of a shout out in alignment with my own. She had mentioned that this really wasn't a super sweet apple. It was more of a fresh apple. I love really anything apple scented, so I'm excited to smell this. And I agree that like she was saying that she would love to see like a gooseberry pie, like an apple pie type of fragrance instead of something that's a little bit fresher, a little bit more woodsy, but she thought that it fit the theme of the movie. And I kind of agree with her. I definitely think that it would be fun to see a gourmand in some of these collections. Most of these are your typical kind of floral fruities or more of like these floral fresh type of fragrances, which is not everyone's cup of tea. But that being said, I really enjoy kind of that fresh apple. When she was talking about it in her video, I instantly thought of Sweater Weather, which is also like an outdoorsy type of fragrance with a little bit of an apple note. So super curious to see if those two smell similar. And another video that I want to do is basically doing the Bath & Body Works X Disney Princesses collection compared to past Bath & Body Works fragrances. That way, for so many of us that are just trying to shop our stash this year, you're kind of like, oh, wait a minute, I actually already have that fragrance. I don't need to buy the new one. I'm going to use this one instead. I think that would be a super fun video to do, but let me know in the comments down below what you're thinking. So Snow White, I would have to say this is not something that I'm super duper excited for, but I do appreciate an apple and I am interested in giving it a smell nonetheless. Now, the last one we have that is coming out as a brand new before we dive into the two that we saw last year is going to be Life's a Fairy Tale. Life's a Fairy Tale, it says a blend of charming berries, whimsical floral notes, and the warmth of Kingdom Woods capture the promise of happily ever after. This packaging, the combination of all the princesses, the gold, the font, the design, the little icons, I feel like if maybe you're not super into the packaging of any of the like individual princesses, you're just looking for one fragrance from the collection, I think this could be a great option packaging wise. Now, I do want to be very clear that they did have a Life's a Fairy Tale last year. The Life's a Fairy Tale last year actually had a pretty prominent peach note to it, so this is not the same. This one, it sounds like it's going to be much more of like a berry type of fragrance as opposed to a peach. So definitely want to make sure you guys have awareness so you don't stock up on Life's a Fairy Tale thinking it was the last year's version, but it's actually this year's version. I think from an overall scent perspective, I am excited to smell this because I am a floral fan and I do appreciate kind of a fruity fragrance as well. This is something I definitely have my eye on. I don't really have any thoughts from any of the videos that I was seeing. A lot of people received that one in the candle. So the candle to body care sometimes can be quite different. So definitely want to go in with like a totally fresh nose on Friday tomorrow and see what that one is all about. Now, regarding the two returning fragrances, one of these I actually did end up picking up last year. The other one I didn't, but I know the other one so many people really enjoyed. Starting out with the one that I did not pick up, that is going to be Princess Belle. Now, Belle, it says it has notes of rose petals, sparkling buttercup, and whipped vanilla to create an elegant mix of floral and gourmand notes for those seeking beauty and adventure. Now, a lot of people are going to ask me, Skylar, is this similar to the Inspire Rose Vanilla that the aromatherapy did? I honestly don't think these two are very similar. I remember vividly smelling Belle last year, and there just really wasn't a lot of scent to me. I don't know if it's because I had smelled a bunch of other things, and really I was just getting kind of towards the end, and I was like, I can't really smell anything, so I was kind of nose blind, or this one's just not a very strong fragrance overall. But I have heard that a lot of people enjoy this one and you really do have to wait for the dry down. Curious to see how I feel about Belle this year. Maybe I like it. Maybe my scent preferences have changed a little bit, but I remember not liking that one enough. I just didn't think it was interesting or strong enough to warrant me picking up anything in the full size. Now, the one that I did pick up last year is going to be Princess Tiana. This one has notes of delicate water lily and gilded amber, accented by shimmering bayou woods to deliver a harmonious blend of fruity and floral elements, evoking dreams that come true in the heart of the bayou. Now, this one, a lot of people think this one smells like a super soapy shampoo type of fragrance. I never got that. With this one, it's very interesting. It's very hard to describe as I can't even really relate this to anything. And I'm not like, I don't know what water lily smells like naturally. So I can't be like, oh yeah, this smells exactly like water lily. To me, it's almost like I don't want to say soapy because I don't get a soapy vibe from it, but it's almost like a higher end fragrance. It very much gives higher end fragrance, but it has a little bit of sweetness, but it's really kind of like outdoorsy and fresh. That's a terrible job. Definitely recommend you going in store and smelling it for yourself because I just can't do it justice, but it's such an interesting fragrance. And for those of you who have smelled it in the past, please help me out in the comments down below, either trying to describe it or being like, yes, this one is super hard to describe. But I actually really did enjoy that one. I paired it with my At the Beach last year all throughout the summer, and that one was such a perfect combination. Would I pick this one up again? I will be honest with you guys, although I really do like a majority of the fragrances that have come out, and I will pick them up. I very rarely pick something up twice, and I very rarely buy backups. I've only ever bought one backup in my life, and that is Velvet Sugar from the Bath & Body Works summer semi-annual sale of last year. I've never bought another backup really ever, and I also don't like to buy the same fragrance over and over and over again. Yes, if I have a coupon and there's nothing, I'll pick up a champagne toast or I'll pick up 1,000 wishes, but when it comes to collections like these, usually I want something completely different, and even if I did like it last year, I just don't want to use it again because I'm not totally, over the scent and ready to use it again. So although I did really, really enjoy Tiana, I think I'm definitely more interested in more of the Aurora and the Mulan and the Rapunzel, but I think Tiana is super good nonetheless. Don't make me the one saying that. That's like, oh, don't pick it up, I don't like it. I absolutely do like it. I'm just more interested in some of the other ones that they're coming out with. So you guys, that really wraps up the fragrance overview. Super excited to get in stores tomorrow and give these all a smell. I know right now they are doing the members exclusive early access on the app. Right now, the only thing that's available is going to be that Life's a Fairy Tale collection, as well as the box set of all of the mini fine fragrance mist. For these 7 fragrances, you'll be able to pick it up for $54.95, which is cheaper than if you were buying them all separately. So if maybe you were just thinking of buying the mini fine fragrance mist for everything, definitely look into that box set. But super excited for tomorrow. More thoughts to come. Let me know in the comments down below what you're thinking for this collection. Do you prefer this packaging as opposed to last year? Do you prefer these scent notes as opposed to last year? Do you wish they would have brought back others besides just Bella and Tiana? If they're going to do a part 3, which other princesses do you wish that they would be doing? Absolutely would love to hear all of your thoughts, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video, found it helpful, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.